Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
What do you bring to the table? Like, you want people to describe Kareem Lopez, the basketball player. What do you want to hear?
I feel like I'm just a winning player, you know, someone that's gonna contribute to winning, a competitor, you know, a high IQ player, you know, someone that's gonna play the right way. And yeah, like I said, like the first thing I said, just contribute to winning.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling, having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? It is a Wednesday, July 15th. It is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson with you from another early morning in Las Vegas, Nevada. Bennett Doyle in for CJ Hurt behind the glass, back in the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. Coming up on today's show, Summer Grizz get the win. A big performance for Javon Small last night, for Brendan Housen. All the starters kept on playing. We saw Cam Boozer, we saw Cedric Coward. Again, Bennett and I will get into all the happenings from last night's action at the Thomas and Mack Center here in Las Vegas. The World Cup continued onward. Spain is on to the final. We get another semifinal match today. D'Angelo Williams will join us as he does each and every Wednesday, and we'll do some WTF stories along the way. Bennett Doyle, we've got 2/3 of a DP show this morning, a double post in the morning, a Summer League double post. How you doing?
What's the scene like out in Vegas right now?
Well, I can tell you because I did my yearly pilgrimage to the casino floor
Sorry, Jacob.
at 5 o'clock in the morning. And there's so many people on the casino floor at 5 o'clock in the morning in Las Vegas, Bennett. It's really depressing.
Were you able to get your coffee? I know that you struggled with that in the past.
Yeah, so I actually went to the gift store and I got some hard-boiled eggs and a Greek yogurt and a water, and I thought they would have like an iced coffee situation, and they didn't. And by the time I finished that process, I didn't really want to go to the bar to order my coffee this morning. I just didn't. There were too many people sitting at the bar at 5 o'clock in the morning for me to go and have a good time talking amongst them and getting a coffee on the casino floor.
That would be weird. That would be a little weird.
I've done it before.
Yeah, I remember that story.
I've done it before. I've thought it was funny before. I think I've grown, and I just wanted to be at peace. So my coffee will wait until after today's show, and we'll get through. But I guess everybody was just, celebrating the big Grizz win here in Las Vegas.
It was a beautiful win, wasn't it?
We really needed it, didn't we? We really needed it.
So like when we're doing the getting ready for the pregame show last night, it's like, I guess like 45 minutes out or something like that. And we're kind of saying, okay, so like, how are we going to handle this if like nobody plays? And turns out everybody, like we got the news, I guess like 20 minutes before tip. And I was like, okay, let's go. We're fired up. Let's do this. This is going to be good. And it did deliver. I know that like, we'll get into it. Like, I know that Cam struggled in the first half. I know it was another, not great game for Seb, but I thought there was a lot of positives about last night for sure.
Absolutely. And honestly, like the biggest positive of all, you can say wins and losses don't matter in Summer League all you want. And of course, that's categorically true. But vibes matter. And the vibes were so much better. And the team is off today. And they've worked so hard, and the grind to Summer League and the fatigue has definitely set in. But to have a game like last night where they really were able to, from a team standpoint, like implement what they have been trying to do and see proof of concept and get a big win and score over 100 points and show up on the defensive end, everybody seemed to be in a much better mood. And like you said, like it all started with the decision to play the main guys on the second night of a back-to-back. Like at Thomas and Mack Center last night, you had the number 3 pick in the draft playing on the 8 billionth day in Las Vegas, which is the Tuesday of Summer League, but it feels like Summer League's been going on forever. And then you also had the number 4 pick playing too. Caleb Wilson played in the Bulls game in the other gym, and he played 24 minutes, and Boozer played 26 minutes. And I don't know, I love the idea that these guys want to play, and some of it's on the players and some of it's on the organizations. And as it pertains to the Grizzlies, like I've gotten this feeling that this was the plan without explicitly being told to me that it was the plan that they would actually play both of these games. But it's so odd because it doesn't happen. So I was like, no, it's not really, they're not really going to play those guys. And like when I arrived over the weekend and talked to the Summer League coach, Eric Schmidt, at practice, he was like, we want these guys to win and we'll take it game by game, but we want to put these guys in the best position to establish these building blocks of a winning culture. And that Mavs game was so grody on Monday. They genuinely wanted a chance to come out and do better. And I was talking to Jemai Mashak on my way out last night. And just side note, Jemai Mashak's just like the coolest dude. All these Grizzlies players. Like, I'm not joking and I'm not just blowing smoke. Like, they're truly awesome guys to talk to. And Jemai was saying that him and Sed and some of the other returners were talking after the Mavs game. And they're like, man, we have to be better. Like, we have to get this taste out of our mouth. We have to be better. They had an optional shoot around before the game yesterday. Everybody showed up. These guys want to play. They want to win. The team wants to reset and focus on building a winning culture, a culture of competitive accountability. And then also, like when I was talking to Coach Schmidt after the game last night, he said, back-to-backs are something you see in the regular season. So as a rookie, if you're Cam Boozer, let's see how it feels to play 24 hours later, which for us as Grizzlies fans, we don't have to beat around it, like how back-to-backs have been treated over the last few years. I love the idea that maybe we're moving into a new universe and it's just Summer League. So like, let's pump the brakes and chill. But it was so refreshing that everybody wanted to play and everybody did play. And now everybody is so excited to have a day off, let me tell you.
Yeah. I did have a little, like, I watched a clip of Caleb Wilson talking about playing the back-to-back and how he was surprised Darren Peterson. Listen, I'm just going to be honest. I'm starting to get a little annoyed with the I'm built different thing. I'm just being completely honest with you. Like, I'm like, dude, Cam Boozer played a back-to-back too. And, like, Cam Boozer and Darren Peterson, who sat in that game, both played in Utah. So, like, chill out a little bit with the I'm built different. These dudes have played more games than you, but it's all good. Like, it was good to see Cam bounce back in the second half of that game, at least offensively. Like, he was getting his teammates involved. Like, at this point, I know we're only a couple summer league games in. At this point, we know that's what he's going to do all season long when the regular season starts. But, him not being great offensively in that first half and then just coming out in the second half and being like, all right, I'm probably the best player on the court now. Like, I gotta put up some numbers, and he did that in the second half. And so that was really positive. I don't know if we'll see him again the rest of this summer league. And so I think if we don't, I think just a really good sample size out of Cam Boozer. Yeah. I feel really good about his summer league.
You would define it as an incredibly successful summer league for a myriad of reasons. And one of them being that, like, I have no issue with Caleb Wilson making those comments about being built different, just because I love this idea that these top 4 guys are going to have some sort of like internal rivalry clock for the rest of their existence.
Sure.
But I think Cam's is really internal. Like, he's not going to say a bunch of stuff. He's just going to do stuff. And that's even like Gary was joking during the halftime show on the Grind City broadcast last night. He was like, just get into the locker room, and shared the story about how Cam Boozer went scoreless in his first game at Duke. And John Shire called him soft at half. And then he responded back and proceeds to have, one of the best college basketball seasons that we've ever seen. And he's like, just go in there and tell Coach Smith to call Cam Boozer soft. And I said, no, that's not what I'm going to do. Because also, that's definitively not true, because even though he wasn't scoring, he was continuing to impact the game in a variety of ways. And like, talking to Coach Schmidt afterwards, I said, what was your conversation like at half? And he said, Cam Boozer's the kind of player, I don't have to have a conversation with him at half. Like, he knows if he just continues to do what he is capable of doing, he's going to eventually score. And he's more concerned on the collective 5 men on the court getting points. Like, it doesn't have to be him. It's just as good as him scoring if he's making the right read or coming up big on a defensive play or getting a big rebound. And I think that really goes for Cedric Coward too. Like, rebounds, defense have been really strong, even if the shot hasn't been awesome. And I loved that he got that 3 to fall at the end of the game. Maybe that'll be like a momentum carryover for Cedric Coward, if not in summer league, but like as we go into the regular season. I'm like, oh yeah, that felt good. I remember how that felt. But just the value of making winning plays and not getting caught up in individual stats and making the right plays. And I know that's not like how we talk about basketball for the most part these days, because it's so much about individuals, but this team really is trying to do it the right way and like make those right plays, keep the defensive intensity up, the selflessness and the pace. And that's how, on a night where Cam Boozer plays and Cedric Coward plays, and that's awesome, that's good. The real excitement was the fun performances of Javon Small and Brendan Housen.
Shout out.
Are you familiar with the work of Brendan Housen, Bennett Doyle?
I mean, I could sit here and lie to you and talk about all the amazing prep I did before the broadcast last night, but no, I was not super familiar. I'm familiar now. I mean, hey, we got any more two ways? Like, I'll give him one. That's fine. Based on that performance, that dude looks like the best shooter in the world.
I know. I can tell you one of the reasons why Brendan Housen went off last night. I have 2 very dear friends who came into Las Vegas yesterday, and they were going to go to the Grizzlies game. And these 2 friends went to the University of Iowa. And ever since they came into my life, we have a running bit in my household that the University of Iowa follows me and Chris everywhere. Like, we will see Iowa Hawkeyes gear wherever we go. We were at a wine tasting in Mendoza, Argentina, and one of the other people in the wine tasting was wearing an Iowa hat. I was on a flight to France, and the person next to me went to the University of Iowa and was wearing an Iowa t-shirt. So it's always Iowa all the time. And so they walk into that building last night, and they were ecstatic because they thought never in a million years were they going to see Cam Boozer on the second night of a back-to-back in Summer League. So they're like, bet, Cam Boozer, let's go. And then midway through the first quarter, they're like, this kid's from Iowa? And I'll blow their spot. They also didn't know who Brandon Housen was, even though he averaged 4 points at Iowa last season. And before that, he was at Kansas State, where he played more. And before that, he was at Villanova. But he went off. And then, funny enough, they stayed and watched the Thunder game after ours because the Thunder have 3 Iowa players on their summer league roster: Bennett
going
Stearns,
on?
Peyton Sanford, and Josh Dix. And even former Iowa coach Fran McCaffrey was there in the arena last night. So Iowa is everywhere. You cannot escape.
I think that you know what it is, because we knew some people. My grandma lived across the street from people when she lived in Arkansas. Lived across the street from people that moved there from Iowa. I think people in Iowa like to travel a lot because I'm not making fun of Iowa. I'm saying like it doesn't all kind of look. I haven't been to Iowa before. Have you been? Have you been through before?
I don't think I have been to Iowa.
I would assume that a lot of it looks the same. Is that a reasonable thing to say?
I will consult the Iowa delegation. I think they would also just tell you that they have a massive alumni fan base who is so proud to constantly rep their school, but a little bit of both. But anyway,
and so they want to travel.
Everywhere.
They want to see the world because they don't want to just see Iowa all the time. I feel like they're well-traveled people.
They seek adventure.
Yes.
Outside of the plains of Iowa.
The corn is Iowa have cornfields?
The cornfields of
the
Iowa.
cornfields.
Absolutely.
That's the cornfields, of course.
Absolutely. No, but I mean, this is what summer league's for somebody like Housen, and is he gonna be on the Grizzlies roster? No, but could he be a member of the Memphis Hustle? Like, absolutely. This team has done such a good job of identifying guys who end up getting worked into the system. Someone like a Tyler Burton, who was on the summer league team last year. Lawson Levering started his time with the Grizzlies on their summer league team last year, and then ends up with the Hustle. And then the way last season goes, you saw way more of Tyler Burton and Lawson Levering than you ever thought that you would. So Brendan Housen was just like super humble afterwards, really grateful to have the opportunity. That banked 3 was awesome. Like at that point, everybody around me started to laugh and said, this kid's going to earn himself a contract somewhere on some team, even if it's a G League team. So he was great. I guess his nickname in high school was the Amarillo Assassin because he grew up in Amarillo, Texas. So
That's awesome.
If we want to just keep the Amarillo Assassin around, congratulations, sir. I would love for you to be a Memphis Hustler. And then for Javon Small, I thought it was great for
so good.
Just having a game where like he's a shooter. Like he has that shot, and it's always difficult because, again, like we look at individual stats, we look at box scores, and he's struggled shooting the ball this summer league, but he really has been a steadying force in terms of running the offense. And last night, having 7 assists to 1 turnover, I think is just as important as seeing him, get the 3 ball to go. He has the monster dunk at the end of the game. He said none of his teammates believed that he could dunk, so he wanted to use it as a chance to show them he can. I said, didn't Javon Small dunk in a regular season game last year?
Yes, he did. Yeah, I don't remember which one, but yes, I vividly remember him dunking in a regular season game. Yep. Right.
Like, that's why we call him Javon Big. I mean, look at this. Like, oh.
So good at the end of the game. I love it. Because he hit was this at the very end or was it a 3 that he hit at the end of the game? Because, you're trying to score more points in Summer League to advance, right? So you even if you're winning big, you're still going to try to score at the end of the clock. But that was awesome.
Yes. And I think because they do win big, because the point differential matters, they can still advance to the Summer League playoffs. I know it's not about the Summer League playoffs, but when you say, like, I'm not sure we'll see Cam Boozer again on Thursday, again, the rational thing is, of course we won't see Cam Boozer on Thursday. Of course we wouldn't see Cedric Coward on Thursday. But I don't know, Bennett. It feels different here. I'm not gonna sit here and say definitively we're not gonna see these guys. I won't believe it until I see it.
Yeah, I said yesterday on our show that this is the most excited I've been about Summer League since 2019, and I know Ja didn't play in 2019, but it did feel like a reset, like you're moving on from one era to the new era, and that's kind of what this is in this Summer League. It's kind of very similar, and. Yeah, I mean, BC, rest in peace. Like he had that awesome run, and they win the Summer League championship. I do wonder if like that it launched that team. Frankly, like that team exceeded expectations that very next season. They were ahead of schedule at the time, and so Yeah, I'm with you. I do wonder if they were to win on Thursday, if you don't just try to run all the guys out there and say, "Hey, let's go win a summer league championship." Why not? This is our launching point. So I can see it.
Which means nothing in theory.
Sure.
Like if you go back and look at the last summer league champions, I don't think there's a great track record of summer league championship to tangible success in the NBA regular season the following year. I'd have to go back and look, but it's not like we're sitting here saying, man, everything started for that group in summer league. However, for a team that, especially for a bunch of young guys like a Cedric Howard, like a Javon Small, Jamai, guys who were on the team last year who didn't get the opportunity to play an excessive amount of winning basketball. Like by the time that season turned in February, I think that's a really hard thing for players to have to deal with who have been on winning teams their whole life. That's how they got to the NBA. And suddenly they're not winning a lot of games. And so to reestablish how it feels to win and to win with your team and like the joys that come with just having nights like last night where kind of like an everybody eats situation and big performances here or there, but really just the collective of it all, it matters. We're not going to sit here and be reckless and say, yeah, man, like if the Grizzlies can chase a summer league title, maybe they will surprise people next year. Like, no, they're a pretty young team and they're probably going to take some significant ups, downs, in betweens all around. But every opportunity to have something that feels good is like a building block for hopefully down the road we're looking back and saying, like that's where the foundation was being built. You gotta build it brick by brick. You can't just build a skyscraper on stilts out here. Yeah,
I saw your interview with Javon afterwards, and I thought he was really good. I'm happy that he had that game because, listen, frankly, this is a big opportunity for him right now with Walter Clayton Jr. not playing. And I know, I'm assuming Clayton's still there with the team, but he's not.
Both Clayton and Kareem Lopez are here, and they are on the bench. And the official word yesterday, when we got the information that the same guys were going to play outside of Omax, who ended up sitting last night because of that fall that he took. And, he was walking around. He looks fine, but that was a nasty fall. So just keep him out to be precautionary. And then it was that they still expect to see Kareem Lopez. It was specifically said, we still expect to see Kareem Lopez at some point in summer league. So fingers crossed that that's something that happens Thursday. No update on Walt. He's still day to day. He has a knee sprain, so still trying to work his way back from that. And I know he's just like itching to get out there. But you're right. In the meantime, it's huge for Javon Small because there is a backup. And there is a crowded roster situation, Bennett, that will have to be taken care of before this thing starts.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I would assume that they're going to have 3-point guards on their roster just with the injury situations we dealt with over the past couple seasons. You know that Ty and Scotty are probably solidified in their roles if they're a part of this when the season starts. And I think that third spot is just open for someone to take. And I think he's doing it right now. I really do. And I think that, being a second round pick, like it's just a good success story for the franchise if this guy is able to kind of claim like a real role on this main roster going forward. And, we saw it some at the end of last season, but I think that he's got a chance to take a leap. Like, it's just like someone was saying it last night. Javon's a good player. Like, I don't know if he does anything like great, but he does everything good. You know what I mean? Like, he's just he's a very consistent player out there. Like, he had the 7 assists. He can hit the 3. He gets his teammates involved. He's a pretty good defender. Like, I definitely think there's something there, and I'm excited about his future.
He's a ever improving, steadying force.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what you want. And that's what you want in a summer league point guard too, because someone's got to organize the offense for this to work and for you to get an actual read on how the system is working, and to have a true point guard out there like Javon is certainly a helpful thing. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, Adam Silver spoke here in Las Vegas last night. There was one main story on everyone's mind, and that continues to be the Clippers and Kawhi and that investigation. Also, the World Cup yesterday saw Spain make its way into the finals. D'Angelo Williams will join us. All that and more after a quick break.
In it, the NBA Cup championship game next season is going to be played at historic Hinkle Fieldhouse on campus at Butler University. You tell me, some people are calling it a disaster. I would argue it's not only not a disaster, it's an improvement. The idea of let's take this cool new thing and put it in Las Vegas made sense on a very surface level.
Yeah.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
When the arena lights dim for a concert or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The Grizzlies are on their way to a new era, and now's the perfect time to buy in and secure your seat to witness history. With the 2026-27 half-season tickets, you can see the future take shape in real time. With a talented draft class joining our young core and starting this season, half-season ticket holders can own the moments with all new MVP benefits, including inside access to exclusive events, perks that match your passion, and rewards that take your fan experience to the next level. More information, visit grizzlies.com/tickets or just call 901-888-HOOP or grizzlies.com/tickets.
If you ever want to know what makes college sports great, that's it. What we're watching right there. I hope we never lose that, because as somebody pointed out on Twitter, if Greg Sankey ever gets to make a super conference and just break it away from everything, it would not include West Virginia University. It would not allow for that. We got that moment last night in Morgantown because of the way college sports are structured right now.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. Before we get into yesterday's World Cup action, one last thing from Las Vegas. Adam Silver spoke to the media here last night, did his little State of the NBA, always does a big press conference, media availability during Summer League. The big thing was him addressing the Kawhi and the Clippers and the aspiration investigation and the big trade of Kawhi to the Raptors being on pause due to that investigation, because Toronto was informed that they would assume the risk of any potential punishment Kawhi could get. And, you know, in case you missed it, because I did talk to somebody yesterday who was like, wait, what happened with Kawhi and the trees? And I said, oh, this has been going on for 10 months. How have you missed this at this point? But the idea that the Clippers circumvented the salary cap through a no-show sponsorship between Kawhi and a carbon credits company called Aspiration. And then The Athletic had a lengthy report yesterday that the investigation has grown in scope now to include potential other improper expenses along with it. And my favorite thing from that Athletic article, Bennett, they had this concept art from a marketing campaign from Aspiration, which Aspiration is a company that said they planted trees to offset customers' carbon footprints, but no trees were actually planted. And they were going to go with this marketing campaign making Kawhi like Groot, like Marvel's Groot. And I will now never unsee these photos of Tree Kawhi.
So when this was just thrown up on the screen, I thought that it was like AI gone wrong. Like they were just trying to, generate an image of Kawhi because they didn't have the rights to use one. And so that's what we got from this. But no, this is terrifying. And I like Groot, but this is not good. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. What's the one on the top left is very odd. It's like his face is on his shirt. Like I don't know. What's going on in the top left there?
But I do wonder, and no disrespect, or actually all the disrespect to if this was done by a graphic designer and not AI, but this looks like early AI slop. Like AI's gotten so good now. I miss the days of this being the AI that we were.
It's like Will Smith eating the spaghetti. Yeah, it's like Will Smith eating the spaghetti. That's what that looks like. Yeah.
Like this is, it's like you put, hey, make me a picture of Kawhi with trees, and it turned Kawhi into a tree for some reason because they thought maybe that's what you'd want. Anyway, if ever there was further proof and a reminder, they got to wrap this thing up, Bennett. I cannot believe this has been going on for this long. And Adam Silver said it needs to be wrapped up before next season. And I'm like, can't you do that? Like, as the commissioner, isn't that your thing?
He definitely stood up there and was like, well, it's kind of out of my control. And I was like, is it? I think you can do this. Yeah.
Wow. I'm pretty sure you have the commissioner, the button, the magical commissioner button is kind of on you. But anyway, between that, the other main topic being here in Vegas, the expansion process is talked about a lot, and all of these parties competing for a Vegas team. And then he said that there were multiple groups interested in Seattle, which I thought was kind of interesting because it's felt more aligned in Seattle with that group that Melinda Gates joined and put her money behind. So to know that there perhaps are some other groups behind the scenes that people don't know about. Anyway, the expansion talk is just the continued gift that keeps giving. What will go longer, the Kawhi Clippers investigation or expansion talk? We've been doing expansion talk for like years at this point. So
I mean, I think I'll just say expansion will go longer just because this Kawhi thing's got to get wrapped up. I mean, the guy was traded. Like we gotta figure out what's going on here. Is he just gonna be a Clipper this season? We're just gonna act like none of this ever happened.
Can you imagine?
I mean, I don't know.
Nothing to see here. It's just Kawhi trotting out on opening night as a member of the Clippers.
Yeah, that's just such a wild situation. What a story that, like you said, just keeps giving. By the way, I switched my camera because I felt so weird. That entire opening segment, I was like, why does this? Well, I was like, why does this look weird? What's going on? And I thought Jacob was doing something, and then I realized CJ stands the whole time, and that's why it looks. I felt just like I was doing something wrong that whole opening segment.
I really like that you have your badge on.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I should probably take that off. I'll lose it. That's the thing. Is like nobody wears a lanyard like this anymore except me, and it's because I will lose my badge. I have to. I have no choice. Yeah,
it's true. All right, World Cup action yesterday in the middle of the afternoon because we are in America and the rest of the world would like to watch the game at a normal hour, so we get afternoon football here in the U.S., but Spain beat France 2-0 to advance to the final, their first World Cup final since they won it all in 2010. Spain dominated.
Yeah, they were. And I didn't realize going into that they had only allowed one goal this entire World Cup. Like, that is insane. And you see it. I mean, when you're watching that, it's just like France cannot even get close to the goal. Like, they have no chance. It felt like pretty early on that Spain was just going to run away with that, and that's what they did.
Yeah, elite defense, and it was like, can they continue that streak of only having given up one goal against a team like France, a team with so many expectations, so much individual talent, highlighted, of course, by Mbappe, the favorites to win, and they held them scoreless. And Spain just played like a better team. They were awesome.
Yeah.
France didn't have a shot on target until the 81st minute. And I think that's the most important thing from yesterday. Like, all of these big dogs in the semis, maybe we didn't give Spain enough credit. Maybe we haven't talked enough about the ascension of Yamal in the sport, or Rodri completing more passes in this World Cup than any other player. He's been awesome. Or that defense where they've now extended, their unbeaten streak to 37 games, and they recorded their 6th clean sheet at this World Cup, and allowing just a single goal in 7 matches, and then doing it against a team like France. And also with the Mbappe of it all, like, he didn't get a single shot on goal. That hasn't happened since the 2022 quarterfinals, and France is a team that had scored 16 goals this tournament. Spain is just a really, really good team, a great team, period. Outplayed France, period. But this is the World Cup, so of course there has to be controversy somewhere.
What's going on?
Every game has to have something. Well, for Spain, it's that penalty on the 50-50 ball in France's goal box midway through the first half, where Yamal tried to gain possession, and at the same time, Lucas Digne accidentally kicks him in the thigh. And, of course, it's an accident. He's swinging at the ball. He catches Yamal on the thigh. But that is a penalty. And Spain scores on it and takes the lead and goes on to win. And, I'm the first to admit, I feel really silly definitively giving any opinion on football calls like this. I'm continuing to learn the game better. But it felt pretty obvious to me, based on what I have seen and what I've learned, they were going to call that a penalty. I guess the question then, too, was if Yamal committed a handball before he was fouled, and it hits him in the upper arm area. And if a ball hits a player above the middle of his upper arm area, then it's not an offense. And if it's below, then it is. And someone told me there's a metaphorical t-shirt line. Anyway, someone always has to be mad. I feel like there always has to be some reason for the team that lost to be really mad after a game, and France has identified that moment as their reason.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I thought it was a questionable. The early penalty was questionable at best. So yeah, but again, they were just so dominant in the second half that does it even really matter? Yeah, they were going to win that regardless.
That's how it felt. I'm
yeah.
In the moment, I understand it, but then by the end of the match, Spain had been so dominant. How can you go back and say, oh, France got screwed by that? No, I don't know.
Yamal is insane. I mean, that's just wild that this 19-year-old is out here dominating like this.
Yeah, we've got another one.
Yeah, I mean, they said he's going to be I was talking to Steven about it, and shout out to GCM Steven. I believe he picked Spain to start this whole thing. And that's not they were one of the favorites coming into the thing.
Like picking Cape Verde.
But still, I mean, that's, hey, a lot of teams played in this thing. But yeah, he's just such an awesome young player. Steven was saying last night, he really has a chance to be the next Messi just because of what he's doing. It's such a young age. They won the Euros already, so he's already got a lot of accolades, right, for such a young player. And if he wins a World Cup this early, I mean, come on, man.
It'd be cool if we got him versus Messi in the final, and we get Argentina.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for this one.
I'm so excited.
I am too.
We in the US of A, never England, right?
We decided. So I had the teams. No. I had the teams that I had latched onto early on in this thing. I was riding with Belgium. I was riding with the Netherlands a little bit. They both, get eliminated. But we've always loved Messi on the Gary Parrish show. GP, famously became an Apple subscriber just so he could watch Messi with Inter Miami.
Right.
Is that it? Inter Miami? Was that it? Is that right? That's right. Yeah. Miami something.
Miami. It's Inter Miami.
I think it's Inter Miami. Am I wrong? Either way.
It's Inter Miami.
And they had the sick pink jerseys. Either way, I think we have to root for Messi here. Don't we want to see greatness? Don't we want to see him do it again and officially if they were to win today and he goes, because if they were to win today, they're going to be heavy underdogs against Spain, right? If he was to go out and do it like this, when we thought his last World Cup was going to be his last, I mean, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. I think he already is the GOAT, but it is solidified, no questions asked, if he's able to do it this time.
See, you're so lucky because you can just grasp onto you can be the Gary Parrish show has been a Messi is the GOAT, spokes team for a long time. I've always liked Argentina, but I've recently found out a lot more about Argentina.
I heard you
now
guys doing a little historical discussion about the country earlier. Yeah.
I'm in kind of a pickle, but then I could make the case of like we could make one of those for just about every country. So it's just because Argentina's the villain this time around.
What, like ours?
Yeah, England.
Yeah, we've all done bad things in the past. It's very true.
Still around.
Yeah.
Or France. No, so I it's not like I'm like puffing my Argentine chest here, but I did have had a great vacation there. Had a really good time there. I've been there, so if I have to root for places I've been, I was rooting for France. Now they're gone. Bad Bastille Day for them.
Yeah, it was Bastille Day, wasn't it? Oh my God, that sucks. Yeah, that's
Bastille Day.
That's tough. I didn't realize you went to Argentina.
Yeah, because I always wanted to go to Argentina.
I've always wanted to go to Argentina too.
Yeah, it was we had a great time. We went to Buenos
I
went to a football game. I went to a Boca Juniors game at La Bombonera.
Oh yeah, I remember your video.
Yeah.
I mean, I've famously been to Peru, so I have been to South America. Yeah, but not Argentina. I've always wanted to go. What is Argentina known? The meat, right? Isn't that like their thing? Yeah.
Steak and wine.
Steak and wine. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah. And both were excellent, might I add.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. I'm so excited for Argentina, England. We will see how that plays out later today. D'Angelo Williams is going to join us after a quick break. We never know what we'll get into with D'Angelo. We will find out when we come back.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Everybody says about you, they're like, he wins at every level, right? He won in high school, he won in AAU, he won in college. Just explain to me how. Like, what is winning basketball?
I mean, I think it's just showing up every day. You know, I don't cheat the game. I show up at work, I have high energy, great coaching. First and foremost, I've always been surrounded by great coaches and players who really want to buy in and win. People talk about my winning, but you can't do that without a team.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Stay on top of everything happening in the 901, the Mid-South, and beyond with Grind City Media's e-newsletter, bringing all the news and notes directly to your inbox. Lang's World, always by Lang Whitaker, touches on the biggest stories in the world of sports and pop culture, while Michael Wallace's Grizzlies Insider brings you all the latest coverage and analysis around the Grizzlies and NBA. Don't miss a thing. Stay connected to the conversation and sign up to download the lowdown today at grindcitymedia.com.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Caleb Williams. He's the Madden cover boy, 2027. Nice picture. I like the skyline.
I believe first Bears player ever on Madden. Yeah.
Is this still a big deal? Is this a thing?
I don't think it's a thing anymore. I can't tell you who was on Madden.
That's what I was going to say. Like, okay, like there was a
thing.
It used to be a thing.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You're back. Yes.
Oh, we're back.
We're live. 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, everybody? We are back. And D'Angelo Williams is with us because it's a Wednesday. And D'Angelo Williams just told me that we are in the best times. And I want to know, why are we in the best times?
You guys don't know my wife. And I'm pretty sure she's the only person like this. My son was complaining about headaches, and whenever my son get a headache, he has strep throat. This man is a strep throat magnet. I promise you. But once one person in the house is sick, it's like a witch hunt. My wife is like, okay, we're making you a doctor's appointment. I heard you coughed the other day. And like times like this, she don't allow you to go to work, leave the house, or do anything. So I am on like a 2-day leave right now from work because my son tested positive for strep. But now here's the thing though. She asks everybody all these simple questions. And if there's a no to any other question, she reminds you that it's a yes because of something she observed through the week.
Okay.
And I'm just like, how do you commit all that to memory just in case somebody is sick? Is that
the mom? Because she's the mom of the house. This is the emotional labor burden that falls on her. So are you sick?
No, I'm not. That's the thing.
Okay, so you just get to hang out.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. This is the great part because now she has to monitor us. And I'm like, you didn't even go to school for this. This is not even something you should be even interested in. Why are we even having this discussion? But yeah,
My wife is the exact same way, by the way, D'Angelo. Like when my kids get sick, if I even sniffle around her, she's like, "You're sick. You're sick. You're going to the doctor right now." I'm like, I just had a sniffle. I'm good. But no, it's the same in our house. Yeah.
I do this to Chris all the time. We don't have kids, but I'll be like, "Do you feel okay?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "I heard you sounded a little congested." He's like, "No, I'm good. I promise." I'm like, "No, I think you're sick." It's like, "No." But now it's rubbed off on him to me. I kid you not. I was on the phone with him before the show this morning. We were catching up. And I had a little bit of a cough, and he picked up a bit of a bug on our cruise that we were on. And so he's been sick and fighting through it. And I've been like, not great, but I'm also in Vegas. So how much is it that I'm in Vegas running on little sleep and the fumes of Viva Las Vegas? And how much is it that maybe I'm getting sick? And so I coughed, and he goes, I heard it. You finally got it, didn't you? And I was like, no, I'm just a little congested this morning. He goes, that's how it started for me too. It's probably why I haven't been sleeping very well. It's okay. It's a quick illness. She'll get over it pretty quickly. And I was like, okay. So I think we all just are hyper aware of when our spouses or children are just a little bit off.
But here's what's even funnier though. She booked her appointment already because she was just like, I knew it. My head was hurting and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. She goes get tested and she doesn't have strep throat. And I'm just like, why do you do this to us? Every time one of our kids is diagnosed with an illness, you immediately book your appointment because you now have felt some type of way. And she was like, no, that only happened like a couple times. And then my daughter started like rolling off the times and she was like, shut up.
Well, you better hope that the big poop situation doesn't hit your house because she'll be diagnosing everybody.
And here's what's crazy about that whole poop thing. My wife brings it up all the time, and the kids always have so many questions. They was like explosive, like how? Like they want to know, and like they was like, well, what if you haven't eaten anything all day? Like, what are you what are you shooting out? Is it just massive gas? Like and I'm like, I don't know. I don't.
You're like,
I
that's
don't.
a good question. Let's all not find out.
Yes, I
Let's
know.
not
I know.
figure it out. It is so weird though, because you suddenly are overthinking like healthy foods, because you want to eat produce. Like you're supposed to eat fresh produce. You're supposed to eat salad. You're supposed to eat berries. You're supposed to eat those kind of things. And
Yes.
now I'm like actively avoiding those things,
Yeah.
which
You
is
know what
not
this is? You
good.
know what this is? This is attack on vegans. That's what this is.
This is the tax.
This is how it start. This is how it start,
Tell me
man.
your
I'm
theory.
telling.
Tell me your theory.
This is how it
Is
start,
this
man.
big? This is big protein. This is big.
This is what it is. They're fighting it with a parasite. Somebody put it out there. See, I'm not even gonna go into that. I'm not going. I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. I'm a backtrack a little bit though.
Okay.
Man, what are you barking at? I'm trying to work here, dude. Memphis.
Tell
Yeah,
Memphis
my
to chill.
yeah. Do you guys see my chair right here?
Yes,
I have to
It's
make
an
sure
awesome chair. I like
I
that.
really like the chair. It's a good
I
chair.
really do. This is the most expensive piece of furniture in this house.
Really? Where's it
is.
from?
Well, can I tell you the story behind it first?
You absolutely can tell the story.
So I
behind
had
it.
a Memphis chair first.
Okay.
And I loved that Memphis chair, not because it was comfortable, but because it was a Memphis chair. I put myself through it because I really wanted the chair when I saw it, and my wife was like, "You don't need that chair. It's just another chair, blah, 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 blah." I got it. I hated it from a comfort standpoint. But from a look standpoint, I was like, man, I really like that chair. Well, it broke, but it broke like years ago. And my wife has been telling me things that I could have bought up until this point of me complaining about this chair being broken. And she was like, "Why don't you fix it?" And I go, "I've tried to fix it. There's no amount of tape. There's no screws. Like, this chair is broken."
Okay.
She's been telling me to get rid of it, but I'm like, nah. So I finally broke down and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get me a good chair. And I got me a good chair, and I paid the price tag along with getting that good chair. And so now when people come over, I roll into the middle of the room so they can see the chair. Yes, yes. And I'm gonna continue to do that for the next couple of weeks on what I paid for it. And all of my friends that come through that door know about this chair. And the only thing they don't know is how much I paid for it. But I tell them all the time, like, man, sit down on it, take them through the little spin. Like, they be like, "Oh yeah, that's comfortable. I like the lumbar support." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
Is it custom? Or
No,
could they
it's
take a
not.
picture?
It's not custom. It's
So
just
they could take a picture of it and then feed it into one of the AI agents and say, "Tell me where this
100%.
chair is from." Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that
I'm not
after.
trying to hide where I got it from.
I got you.
I'm just saying that it's a good piece of furniture and a great lumbar support. And I wanted to talk about it because of the price tag I paid for it.
I feel like that's the most old man thing, is having a chair, a specific chair that
Yeah.
you are so proud of that has great lumbar support, and you just want to show all your friends your favorite chair. Do you have a main chair, Bennett?
I do. I mean,
course you do.
he's right. Like I think you feel like you've kind of made it in life, like as a man, like when you have your chair that you just that's your chair that it's specifically for you, and everybody in the house knows it. Yeah, I think that matters. I think that matters is in becoming a man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
And
got
I'm
your
not-
chair, and your wife has to go work as the head doctor of the household, running around, and you can just sit in your really nice lumbar chair.
And here's another thing too, and this is what I found out. And this may be me getting old, but it bothers me when somebody sit in my chair. And it didn't. I don't know why, because it's technically everybody's chair. Like, if anybody need to use the computer or whatever, they should be allowed to sit in it. But like, I caught myself the other day. DJ sat in it, and I was like, "Hey, bro, what you doing?"
Because every time somebody sits in it, the cushion gets a little bit, more smushed
Yes.
in. Yeah.
Yes.
The chair is not solely designed for your body at that point. Then it's somebody else impacting your chair. I get this. This is your recliner. And
Yes.
I appreciate that you did something other than a recliner because a recliner is pretty basic, you know?
Yeah. And here's another thing too. I'm thinking about going out to like one of these department stores and picking up a cheap chair and putting that there when I'm not using my chair because I'm not really sure these kids understand how well I want to take care of this chair.
You're gonna have a chair decoy for other people because that's your chair. But see, here's my thing. And I guess it's different because you are using that chair constantly. Because sometimes you'll spend so much money on something and then you don't want to ruin it, and then you end up not using it. Like
Yes.
you waste it because you're so like focused on keeping it pristine and keeping it in mint condition that then you don't use it. And the whole point of buying something is to use it. And especially with
Yes.
furniture is so damn expensive. Like I think that's one of those things when you become an adult, you just assumed the furniture in your life like came with the house, like Sim style. Like surely everybody has furniture. And then you learn how much furniture costs. And you're like, damn, I can't afford a new couch. Like I've had the same dining room table and chairs since my first job in the Tri-Cities, Washington, my first apartment. It's this little glass table. The table constantly gets off of its axis. We're constantly at risk of the glass falling off the table and shattering. The seat cushions are like completely faded out because they've sat in the sunshine for a decade at this point, and they have little holes in them. But we can't afford a new dining room set. We're always like, maybe next year, maybe if we ever move into another new house, maybe when we have to like upgrade into the next place, we'll do it. But it just feels so ugh, to spend money on basic furniture. But special furniture is different because then that's like a treat for yourself.
Yeah, well, we hadn't replaced any of the furniture in our house in like years. And when I say years, I'm talking about 20 maybe.
Yeah.
And now that you say that, it we was having this discussion the other day, and my wife, she's like, "It's time," and I was like, "What do you mean it's time?" She said, "It's time to replace our bed," and I go, "What?" I go, there's nothing wrong with our bed. It's perfect. It's fine. She was like, "No, it's been 20 years. Like, I think it's time for us to either do something different with the mattress, get rid of this like bedroom suit. Like, it's time." And I looked around and I was like, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Can I give you advice? Because I was you and Chris was your wife. And he said we needed to get a new bed. And I pushed back and I said, do you know how expensive beds are? Do you know how expensive bed frames are? And he said, let's do it. This will be our Christmas present to each other. Like we won't get each other anything else. We will go all in on a new mattress and a new bed. And I was like, all right, fine. You're very passionate about this. When I tell you that bed is the most comfortable bed in the world. Like I've been out of that bed for 20 nights and I so desperately want to go home, not to be back to like my life, my routine, whatever. I want to be back in that bed. Like this bed, this hotel bed, very nice
Yes.
hotel bed, very nice hotel. It's got nothing on our bed. That bed is like a cloud. It is like, so do the research, get the bed for you and just do it. It makes a huge difference. I had no idea what we were sacrificing by refusing to upgrade our bed. And now
Yes.
I'm a bed snob. I will get in there in the middle of the afternoon. I can sleep for like 2 hours. I love a good bed. I'm now a bed spokesperson. Everybody should replace their bed. Bennett, how old is your bed?
We're actually looking for or we're about to go get a new one because ours literally does this. Like it's, I mean, it is, yeah, it's rough. Like I'm having to prop like the pillows like under my legs and stuff. It's a rough situation. We're just gonna have to buckle down and get a new one soon.
How long do you think furniture should last though before you replace it?
Until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, I mean, at least a decade. Like, I think that's the bare minimum.
I don't know. I think it's really weird the things that because obviously we spend money on other things. Like I've had the same toaster since college, and my mom was visiting the other month, and she was like, "You should probably get a new toaster." And I went, "Why? This one still works." She said,
Yes.
"It's probably a fire hazard to be using a toaster from 2012 in 2026. And they said, as long as it's still working, I think it's good. But like, she's right. There are much better toasters in the world now than my little like pink plastic Target toaster that I got for my first like house that I shared with my friends when we were juniors in college. But I don't want to spend money on a toaster. I want to spend money on something fun. So I think we hang on to like not utensils, but like utility items like that or furniture for as long as possible. But furniture
I
should
know
last.
why though. I have a theory.
Okay, why?
I know why. So when you work with something for so long, like that toaster, you knew the ups and downs, the ins and outs of that toaster without having to use it every day. I'm a firm believer that something that we don't have to come in contact with every day, like putting our passcode in for a certain app or something like that, when we don't do it for a while, we forget that passcode or we forget how to operate it. And then we just like, dang. So if you got a new toaster and that new toaster was just say digital now, every time you go to that toaster, it's gonna give you a hard time because you're gonna be like, dang, I gotta go into the app. I gotta open the app. You already know what that toaster that you done had for 30 years gonna inquire when you go in there because you've been right.
I press the button, the toast goes down, the toast comes up. Is it
Yes.
perfectly toasted? No, not really.
Yeah,
but
but you're not
works.
looking for that though, because
Yeah,
you know
no,
what
it's
this
fine.
toaster gonna produce. So if you replace it, you just like, this little snobby toaster.
Exactly. Before I let you go, did you ever get into the World Cup,
I
D'Angelo?
did,
You
100%.
did?
Yes,
All right.
yes. Me and my friend right now are not talking. Best friend, actually, Romeo Kaizen. I'm not gonna say his name, but when during the World Cup, he's a Brazil fan. He's always been a Brazil fan. And I asked him who is he cheering for in the World Cup, and he said Brazil. And I said you have to cheer for the United States of America. That is your team by birthright. And he said, damn my birthright. I'm telling you who I'm pulling for, and that is Brazil. I've always pulled for Brazil. And then he started naming all these like soccer players. He's loved soccer forever. He named all the teams that he hated. Like it just kind of went on this little, and I'm just like, dude, I'm just telling you, this is like the Olympics. You have to pull for America.
For
You
as
got to
long as
pull
they're
for,
in it. I agree.
Yes.
As long as they're in it, that's your top team. You can have like a 1A, 1B, but your 1A has to be your home.
Right. And then he went on to this like political rant, and I'm like, what does politics have to do with sports? I went there, and then like I said something that segued back to politics, and then he said what I
there
said.
you
Yeah,
go.
he said,
He said politics has everything to do with sports, and especially with the World Cup.
yes. But I got into the World Cup, and then after we got put out, I stopped watching. I stopped watching for how we got put out, like being dominated the way that we got dominated, and then to act like it didn't happen, like blows my mind.
What do you mean act like it didn't happen?
So on a world team, when you're done, you go back to your other team. It's like a sub team of a team. Like it's not. So you kind of throw all these excuses at yourself, like we only had so many times. So, so and so wasn't as good as they said he was. Like you could throw out, and then you go back to your team, and you never have to deal with that until the next 4 years. That's what I mean by like, oh, we had a terrible World Cup. It sucked. Okay, and then we move on to like
Christian Pulisic. I can rest now.
Yeah.
What? But then he got killed for that. Like I do think it was a testament to like people care more now because you had a taste of success and there was a surge, and that's awesome. And so now you can't run because the attention will be on it because now the expectations are okay. We cannot be subpar at men's soccer anymore. Like the women carried this team on the soccer front for a long time, and now the men, it is your turn. Like pull your weight. You made it to the round of 16 this year. Next time you got to do even better. Okay, so I don't think they're gonna get a pass until the next 4 years. Like this will be a continued conversation. And how are we moving forward? How are we making sure that they're situated to be a competitive team?
Yes.
But I applaud your nationalism to give up on the World Cup after the USA was out. So
yeah, but I still like peek in on it. The problem is like
tournament.
No, but here's what my problem is, and I don't know if anybody else has the same problem. when there's 900 games going on, you can find the games everywhere. When there's like the 16, the 8, and you got to go to like some foreign channel that you just like, damn, like I don't even have this app.
The World Cup games?
Yes.
They're all on Fox.
I've tried to find Fox on every. I'm telling you, every time I go to them on like these various apps, they tell me that I have to download this over. I'm like, what?
That might be a user error.
that might be a user error.
That's all right. All right, D'Angelo, we'll catch up with you next week. Enjoy your quarantine. I hope you don't get strep, and tell your wife I feel her pain.
But okay.
All right. See you later, D. That was
right.
D'Angelo Williams. He joins us every Wednesday. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, Bennett Doyle and I will talk about the big conversation that has taken over this country. The House passed a bill to make daylight saving time permanent. Are we fans? Are we not? We'll get into it on the other side. All right. Thanks, D'Angelo.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
When the arena lights dim for a concert or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The Grizzlies are on their way to a new era, and now's the perfect time to buy in and secure your seat to witness history. With the 2026-27 half-season tickets, you can see the future take shape in real time. With a talented draft class joining our young core and starting this season, half-season ticket holders can own the moments with all new MVP benefits, including inside access to exclusive events, perks that match your passion, and rewards that take your fan experience to the next level. More information, visit grizzlies.com/tickets or just call 901-888-HOOP or grizzlies.com/tickets.
Like I told you, Wemby's the favorite to win Finals MVP. If he does it, he'll become just the fourth human to win Finals MVP in the NBA before turning 23 years old. Who are the other three?
Oh, my God. Did Kawhi do it?
Kawhi Leonard did do it.
I thought so.
At the age of 22.
Magic?
Johnson, at the age of 20, stay in San Antonio.
Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan. At the age of 22, it was 1999.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
Take your seat and stake your claim where it counts. You can buy Grizzlies season tickets today. Call 901-888-HOOP or visit grizzlies.com/season tickets to get yours. Bennett, they're going to finally keep the clocks the same. Well, they're going to try to keep the clocks the same. The House voted yesterday for permanent daylight saving time. House Republicans and Democrats united in favor of a bill to eliminate semi-annual clock changing. It does still face an uncertain fate in the Senate, according to reports. The measure is called the Sunshine Protection Act, and it passed 308 to 117. It basically allows for us to not do daylight saving time changes and makes daylight saving time permanent. We go between daylight saving time and standard time, and that's why we do spring forward, fall back. This would make it permanent to be the daylight saving time, which means we would get longer amounts of sunshine throughout the day, but the sun will rise later in the morning.
I also want to file a motion to permanently call it daylight savings time because that's how we really say it. That's how we really say it. I don't think. Listen, I understand daylight saving time is like the correct. We say daylight savings time in this country. Okay, that's just how it is. So we need to change that as well. But I think I'm for this. I don't know what to think, honestly, because you were saying something during the break that made me be like, what? Why wouldn't I want this?
Yes. So we've talked about this for a long time because it always just seems like a nuisance that we pop back and forth. And so I think the way I understand it, and I am by no means an expert on daylight saving time. I, like you for the longest time, said daylight savings time. And I do think that's the important thing at hand. I think we need to finally make this right, make a wrong right, and call it what it was always meant to be. That said, scientists have said, like, science supports not doing the yearly clock changes, like the twice a year clock changes. However, there's been science that has been more in favor of permanent standard time. Like, if you're going to pick a permanent, you don't want to do permanent daylight saving time. You want to do permanent standard time because morning light is better for like our biological clocks. Later light, better for the vibes, right? Like, so like from a vibe standpoint, I think we're all happier with the idea of you get off work, it's the winter, and it's not dark yet. And you have a little bit of daylight left to like make you feel something, to make you feel alive. But it's actually better for us in terms of how our bodies are supposedly scientifically aligned with circadian rhythms to have it actually be where the sun rises earlier. And that would guide us into being like awake at the times our bodies are supposed to be awake. But nothing we do in this world, like, it's not like our jobs care about our circadian rhythms.
Yeah. I mean, okay, but isn't it also like, it's good to have like a, what's the word I'm looking for? We feel better, in my opinion, when the sun is out long. There is nothing worse than getting off. This is a universal thing. Getting off work and fighting against the clock to get things done before it's completely dark outside. Like, that's the worst feeling ever. Is when, you know, it's 5 o'clock, it's dark outside, and it's like, damn, I had stuff to do. But like your body tells you, I need to be home and like getting ready for bed, right? Like, it's to me that's just the worst feeling ever. I hate that because I love that time. I love that time of year. Like, I love, I actually love the winter time and stuff like that. Yeah. But that's the worst part of it, is how dark it gets so early.
But that's the problem with the majority of it. Obviously, you and I don't fall into this camp. Like, we do not work a 9 to 5. But people who do work a 9 to 5, the idea is, and life should not only be about work, but it is for many of us for many different reasons. And shout out capitalism. But you should be like rising with the sun. And when it gets dark out, it's supposed to tell your body, hey, now is the time for you to go sleep. The problem with us and the way that like many of our lives work, we can't exist solely on sun up, sun down. So then we are depressed. Because I'm with you. My like winter scaries are far worse than my summer scaries.
Yes.
From the standpoint of, I like the winter as well. I'm not afraid of the cold. It's not that I don't care for like a nice gloomy day to just like situate myself in that time of year. It's that it's so dark all the time. Like, anytime I want to do something, it feels like it's already dark, and that's just depressing. So that depresses me in the moment. But I'm trying to listen to the science here, Bennett.
Yeah.
I don't want to do something because we did some scientific decisions last year where we decided not to test for certain poop parasites anymore. And
now everyone's got diarrhea.
We're in a pickle. We're in an explosive diarrhea pickle. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely are in that. I can't get enough of that story, by the way.
Did you see that Taco Bell is under investigation?
I saw Taco Bell's under investigation.
Is
it for the lettuce? Is it for the lettuce? Is that what it is?
For the lettuce. It's for the lettuce. They said that they were looking into whether Taco Bell restaurants contributed to the outbreaks of cyclosporiasis, the official name of the explosive diarrhea illness that is taking over this country. And Taco Bell even recently stopped serving certain ingredients during the outbreaks. They tried to get on top of it. I feel bad for this. Isn't Taco Bell's fault. Taco Bell just might have been a conduit.
I just feel like this is so unfair to Taco Bell because you could literally investigate them any time of the year for explosive diarrhea and find cases of that. So it's not. I think Taco Bell is just like a victim in this whole thing, in my opinion. You go to Taco Bell at midnight, you get what you get, and we've all done that. We accept it. We have accepted that as a society, what Taco Bell can do to you on a late night. All right, so they're a victim in all this. I don't think they deserve the heat that they're getting here, and I hope they can recover.
I agree. Taco Bell is a victim.
Yes,
Taco Bell, absolutely a victim. You want to know who's probably behind this? Chipotle.
Yeah. Del Taco.
Boba.
Yeah. They're all coming together.
Coming together. They said
this is their moment.
Like a great time to take down Taco Bell. And Taco Bell's just trying to do. Now they're just trying to do the right thing. They took the things off their menu. They've abided with the protocols and the advice from all. They don't want to continue. They want to help end the explosive diarrhea.
That's right.
Taco Bell is trying to help, not further hurt.
That's what I think.
What's Big Salad doing? Huh? Nothing.
I know.
Nothing. I've never wanted a salad so badly in my. It's the most bizarre.
What is the deal with that?
Psychology.
I feel the exact same. It's like I never crave a salad. I'm not the healthiest eater, and so but now because I can't have it, it's like, dude, I just want to eat a salad. That's all I'm craving. That's all I want, and I can't have it.
I just want some raw snap peas. I just want some, anything that.
Dude, if you want to go big brain, maybe this is the greatest reverse psychology of all time. Maybe our government is actually doing something smart here that they're like, listen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make everybody we're gonna take away everybody's fruits and vegetables, and then they're just gonna really, really want it. And so we'll fix this in the next couple of weeks. That's all anybody's gonna eat.
This is to make us actually healthy.
Yeah.
This is what mom.
This is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is gonna save us.
I like this. I will say, I don't love salad, period, but I find myself desperately wanting to go get a salad. My biggest thing is I'm not at home right now, but I eat berries every morning. I texted Chris yesterday. She said, "What are we doing with our berries?" Because we are a big raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, blackberry household. Yep. I either put it in my oatmeal or my yogurt every single morning. I don't think I've gone a weekday morning without berries in years. I'm not cooking my berries.
Dude, that's the only thing that's the only fruit my kids will eat is strawberries. So not having that has been a challenge so far.
Well,
I don't know what to do.
I need somebody to tell me what are the odds? At this point, how many cases were we at? 7,000?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
That's a lot. But math, stats, the percentage, that's pretty small odds. But they're not able to test everybody. So I just need to know, one, what are the odds? Two, this is such a bad woman thing. I've seen so many women make this joke. They're like, well, I could lose 5 pounds.
I mean,
it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Let me tell you, when I had salmonella poisoning, I lost 12 pounds in 6 days, and it all comes back the second you start eating again, and nothing.
Yeah, because then you got to refuel. Yeah.
The feeling is not worth it. It is I cannot express having any sort of is salmonella a parasite?
I think so.
Okay, having any sort of parasitical thing in you that makes you have the explosiveness.
Mm-hmm.
it will be the worst week of your life. And this one lasts longer than weeks. Like, let this be your PSA. Don't seek this. Don't mess around with it. You don't want this. It is quite literally one of the, I have, it's like flashbacks to Nam for me. Like my roommate found me on the floor of the bathroom and took me to the hospital because I couldn't move.
Yeah, you might be the first person I've ever known with salmonella. That's like one of those illnesses that like you hear about, but it's just
Don't eat
like
cookie dough, you'll get salmonella.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever known anyone with salmonella. So you had to tell me some more about that story.
I know. It's so bad I can't even share the details. I talk about almost anything on this show, much to like my parents' chagrin and my husband sometimes. There's some details in that time in my life. I can't. I'll tell you, Bennett.
Keep it to yourself.
But I can't tell.
Yeah.
I can't tell the people. I can't because I'll never go back.
Yeah.
Once I open that up, I'll never go back. But
Fair
just
enough.
don't get the psycho. I can't even say the thing's real name. Psychosporious.
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Some other WTF stories. They're going to do a World Cup halftime show.
Who's
at the
performing?
final game. I'm so happy you asked.
Yeah.
The lineup was created by Coldplay's Chris Martin. And it
Okay.
includes Justin Bieber, Shakira, BTS, Madonna, Burna Boy, Venezuelan conductor Gustavo Dudamel, and PS22 Chorus. You'll also see characters from Sesame Street and the Muppets. So this is Elmo's.
We love both of them.
We love all of them. There's also a World Cup closing ceremony, which of course is going to include Tom Cruise.
Is he gonna jump off something?
I don't know. He always jumps off something. He always has something new to jump off of. Didn't he do the Olympics closing ceremony? Or am
He
I making
did.
that up?
No, you're right. It might have been opening, but yes, he definitely did. Okay, I will for sure watch. There is no question about it. That all actually sounded fine to me.
But the football fans are really mad.
Why?
They're like, this is further proof of America ruining the sanctity of our game, because there's no way that happens in the 15-minute halftime slot that exists in soccer, in football. So reportedly, originally, when they were planning it, they said that the show wouldn't last longer than 11 minutes. And now
Okay.
the latest report is, well, it's not going to last longer than 20 minutes.
Mm.
And I, woman in STEM, which includes engineering, I know that the show will take place on the pitch, which means the stage goes up, the stage goes down. That takes time. This is going to be like a 30-minute halftime. And that's
Yeah.
not what this sport is about. It's about a crisp 15. We've already added hydration breaks, and people are mad about those. And now they're going to have a 30-minute halftime show in the middle of the World Cup final.
I mean, not to sound like a stupid American, but we do this for the Super Bowl. We extend our halftime. This is
Ew.
just kind of what we do, and we have the World Cup this year, so everybody else chill. All right, just enjoy the halftime show. I'm sure it'll be great.
Does it take away from the Super Bowl halftime show?
What do you mean?
Like, because the World Cup's halftime show would definitively be bigger than the Super Bowl halftime show if this became a thing. Like, if they started.
yeah. I
if
got
this
you.
Caught on, the World Cup halftime show would be the biggest performance stage for anyone, I think.
So, and Shakira did a Super Bowl halftime show not too long ago, right? It was her and J-Lo. Am I right about that?
Oh, yes.
Wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. But outside of that, I don't like none of the artists that they have for this are like Super Bowl halftime show acts, like at that level. So I don't know.
Justin Bieber?
Oh, you know what?
just
Bieber
saw
actually,
him.
I could totally see Bieber doing a Super Bowl halftime show at some point. Yeah, you're right,
Coachella.
actually.
Coachella headliner to Super Bowl halftime win. I think Bieber could do it, especially coming off of like how popular his Coachella set was.
Yeah.
And I know nobody wants to hear this, and even I
Say it.
don't really want to hear this. Madonna is still doing it.
I just don't know about Super Bowl halftime show. This is cool. We'll
Are you a man saying Madonna's too old to do the Super Bowl halftime show?
No, she's a legend. She's a legend. I got no problem with it. That's fine.
She's only 67.
If they want to give Madonna the Super Bowl halftime show, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say exactly what I just said to you. You know what? She's a legend. Give it to her.
Her new album is, it's not saying much because I haven't enjoyed a Madonna project in a really long time.
Mhm.
I think Hung Up is the last fresh Madonna song that I really globbed onto. Or did she do 4 minutes with Justin Timberlake?
That's
Madonna, right? Yeah.
I really don't. I could not name a Madonna song post Ray of Light. I don't think.
Okay. Her new album's pretty good. I listened to it while I was traveling. I've only given it one listen, but I enjoyed it.
I mean, she's still
Madonna still got it.
She's still timeless. Like, you flip on the river, you're gonna hear Madonna. Like, she's still pretty timeless. I'd be fine with that. That's cool. And I'm interested to watch this one. I think it'd be good.
I am too, but they're gonna be so mad if that.
I don't care.
They're gonna be so mad. You say let them be mad.
Yeah, let them be mad. Get over it.
It's also a nice conglomerate of nations. Like, to have BTS, to have
Shakira, yep.
Boy, then to have the Venezuelan conductor. I think they have good representation. And Sesame Street. Who can hate Sesame Street? And the Muppets. A Sesame Street
both
Muppets
of them
crossover.
so much. So good.
Have you
Shout out
heard
Jim Henson.
Have you heard any reviews of the new Muppets ride in Disney World?
Only that I have to ride it. That's my favorite ride ever. So I can't. I was sad to lose Aerosmith, but to replace it with the Muppets, the Muppets are amazing. I love them. I love Animal. I love Dr. Teeth and his band. I love the Muppets so much.
Before I let us go into the rest of our day, because I do have you, even though it's not Thursday, so it's not Theater Thursday, but you are Big Bet Bennett, physical media movie guy Bennett. Have you seen any of the new movies out?
The last movie we saw in theaters was it Obsession? I don't think it was Obsession, was it? It might have been. I've been kind of slacking because we've been going on vacation.
Toy Story 5?
Oh, it was Toy Story 5. Yeah, it was Toy Story 5. We took the kids to see that.
I might go to a movie today.
It was Miles' first movie. What you gonna go see?
I might go see The Invite.
Oh, I have to see this. I've heard it's so good. This is the new Olivia Wilde movie. She stars in it. Seth Rogen's in it. And apparently the whole thing is filmed in just one setting. I believe it's just one set in their apartment, maybe, or their house.
Yeah, I think it's like a dinner party, just in their dining room or living room or whatnot.
Yeah, I've heard that this is really good. I want to check it out. And Olivia Wilde's been a little hit or miss with her movies, but I think they've all been pretty good, and some great. So yeah, I want to see this one bad.
Me too. And it's only 107 minutes. I didn't know if I actually could do an over 2-hour movie, but it's a tight 107. I think I'm gonna go see it, and I have to see that because the next movie I'll be seeing in theaters is The Odyssey.
We have our tickets. We're going on Saturday. I'm going to go see it in IMAX. I don't know if you saw the story that came out. People are traveling to see this movie more than they've traveled to see any other because everyone wants to see it on the giant IMAX 70 millimeter screens, which we don't have one of those here, which we desperately need. Malco, please get on that. Please, and I thought about it. I looked into it. I definitely looked into it. I was like, man, I've never done this. Everyone says these movies that are, especially a Christopher Nolan film where he shoots it all on IMAX with IMAX cameras. Everyone's been like, you got to go see one of these in 70 millimeters. So one day I'm going to, but I would love for us to get one of those screens here. That'd be sick.
Yes. Somebody I know here, it's sold out here in 70 millimeter IMAX. So somebody here decided to fly to LA before they fly home to go with a friend to go see it in an LA theater where they could get tickets because there's more option there. I was like, that's insane.
And those screens have actually been sold out for weeks for the most part. Yeah. It's a big deal. It's pretty cool. This has been a really good year for movies and people going to see original movies and not just the slop that gets thrown around, every year at this time. listen, I'm just gonna say it. The original Moana, so great. What a great movie. I am feeling some satisfaction that the new one is flopping because I'm so sick of these live action remakes. Like,
me too.
Original. We need original. When you see like a movie like Obsession doing what it's doing, right? And we know the Odyssey's going to put up huge numbers this weekend. Like, give the people aren't stupid. Like, give us stuff to get excited about that's original. Don't keep feeding the same stuff over and over and over again and just assume, well, everybody's going to show up because it's always worked. Like, I was kind of glad to see that one didn't do so great.
I would rather they do a re-release of the animated movie in some capacity. Like, I don't know if that's ever. I feel like Disney used to do that.
Yeah,
and maybe it wasn't in theaters, but it was more. They would do the like bringing something out of a vault. I don't know, make it feel special because when I don't have kids yet, I know you do, but like when I want to show my kids Disney movies, I want to show them the originals. I don't want there to even be a question on, are you going to watch the live action or the animated? That's just bizarre to me.
And some of them have been good that they've done, but like they did it, 30 years after the original one came. Moana's not that old. Moana's not that old of a movie. And it's a shot-for-shot remake of the animated movie. It's the same exact movie. So, yeah, I don't love it. And I'm hoping that this is kind of eye-opening for them. Like, maybe we should go back to being like the studio that puts out these retold old stories or something. Give people fresh content. That's what they want.
It was crazy too because I felt like the trailer for this Moana was so Maui focused. You almost thought it was like a retelling with Maui, but it's just because they wanted to use The Rock.
Right.
Like that's it. That's the only reason that it was done that way. They barely showed Moana in the trailer.
I know.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
I didn't love that.
Shout out movies. Shout out to you, Bennett, for coming back early in the morning, for being on the GCM Summer League shows yesterday. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. We will be back tomorrow. CJ will be back from SWAC Media Days. We'll hear how that went for him. We will have Teresa Walker on the show. We'll catch up with her. The Cam Ward. Have you watched any of the Cam Ward?
I'm going to dive in today. I
think I might dive in a little bit as well. So I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. If you can make it through Wednesday, you can make it through the week. We'll see you later. Bye.